Yeah, I did all the DLC for Fallout 3 and New Vegas. The DLCs for New Vegas were pretty good. I like how each DLC kind of had, you know, a continuing story compared to all the standalone stories in the Fallout 3 DLCs. Those were pretty good. I liked all the DLCs. They're pretty good stuff. Except maybe Honest Hearts. That's kind of really its own sort of standalone. But there's some stuff in there that kind of tie in with everything else, but yeah. I wear. New Vegas had some fantastic DLC. It did, for sure. Old World Blues was pretty good. Let's see, what was the other one? Dead Money? I think Dead Money was my favorite. A lot of people didn't like Dead Money. Just because, like, you had to play that particular DLC a little bit different because, you know, you have the caller and you gotta make sure it doesn't detonate, you know, with all the beeps and stuff. And then you have the fog. I thought that was pretty good. I think that was my favorite. It was challenging, but it was different, and I just loved the story there and the atmosphere there. Pretty good. Old World Blues was your favorite, but Dead Money was super neat. Yeah, Old World Blues was pretty good. If you love science, that's the DLC for you. There was a lot of humor in that one. All right, let's listen to this voxophone. I forgot about it.
Of my first play, the herald said, "A dead whale has washed up at the Schubert Theater and stinks a little more with each passing night." The Tribune called my first opera as having the effect of canceling out all of Mozart's classics in a single caterwaul. And now, critics take me to task for my humanitarian work. If I were not there to find a home for these orphans, would these bellyachers take my place? An artist once said, all critics should be assassinated. I just might take him up on that.
Sander Cohen, a strange man indeed. We met him during this episode. He's also in BioShock 1 for a little bit, but yeah, he's a strange dude.
What's happened to these people? They don't even seem sane.
Nothing beats your first splice. From there, it's all downhill. The frozen frosties, the jockeys who'll hand you 1,000 volts as soon as look at you.
You sound sympathetic.
They wouldn't be the first sons of bitches who found an answer at the bottom of a bottle. But once you see them go all weak at the knees at the sight of a little sister and all her atom, they cut a less sympathetic figure.
This thing done yet? Okay, cool. The Pavilion, second floor. Alright, this is where we need to be. This is where we need to be. I will say, I think I enjoyed the Fallout 3 main story more than Fallout New Vegas's main story. But I also like the exploring a lot more in New Vegas. If that makes any sense. They were both pretty good games. Ah, we actually get to ride on the rails here. Fontaines. I don't know what that says. Oh, we're above that area. Oh, okay, cool. Cool. Alright, so these elevators
Short
are,
circuit.
of course...
Probably be able to pop it open with
A jolt of shock jockey?
You familiar with shock jockey?
More than you could know.
Let's look around.
How does
Maybe
she
there's
know
a store
this?
ain't been ransacked by splicers yet.
How does she know about Shock Jockey? Home delivery. So does that mean that we're gonna get 2 plasmids here? Jack Frost Village, floor 3. Ladieswear. Oh yeah, we're gonna go see the Ladieswear. Home shipping at Fontaine's. Use Numo Jet Postal to ship your purchases. Nice. Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to take that up to the floor there. Ladieswear. It's weird because like this DLC is its own story. It doesn't have any, you know, connections with the main story of BioShock Infinite, but it's weird when they kind of reference things. Like, obviously the player knows what they're talking about. Like, they know the relationship and the history between these two characters, Booker and Elizabeth, and yet this game, they've never met each other until, you know, earlier on in the episode. It's kind of weird, but at the same time, it's kind of cool that they're referencing things from the. I thought those were people, but they're referencing things from the main story if you played it. Ladieswear. Wow, there's a lot of stuff here. All right, start checking all this stuff.
Palm of my hand.
What?
Mark my word.
Oh my god. How do I miss?
You.
I had one job, and that shot missed. I'm just gonna tell you, I'm not very good at FPS. So there you go. That's why some of these shots are pretty bad. Crackers. All right, let's take a look. Ooh, look at this, royalty. Oh, 3 lock? Okay, well, we have 3 lockpicks. We can do that. Question is, should I do that at this moment? I mean, I guess we should, because there isn't anything else around here, right? Already looked at those. Yes, game, I know about freight hooks. Alright, let's have her open this.
That seems right up your alley.
I'll see what I can do.
Those mannequins are creepy. Mannequins are always creepy. Except when a mannequin's your girlfriend, you know? Then maybe she's not too creepy, I don't know. Hope that doesn't get taken out of context because I was referring to the splicer who may or may not have been making out with the mannequin earlier. Necklace. Voxophone. You just found an audio log with the door code 0928.
I keep dropping audio diaries in the pneumo tubes like a message in a goddamn bottle, hoping one will get through and someone will save me. If you get this, send help. I'm holed up in the shoe store room. The code's 0928.
The shoe store room, where is that at? I guess that's a little bit higher up, I guess. Oh, look, there's an infusion there. Wait, what? That wasn't there when we checked over there, was it? Was that there? I don't think so. I think I would have seen that. Yeah, okay, yeah. Totally was not. Did you see that? Not only was that there was a splicer acting like a mannequin there. That was amazing. That was awesome. Let's go health.
Perfect.
Nice. that was really good. That was good design. So that confirms that that was not there. Okay. I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy at all. Oh look, they locked us in. Wow.
Need some help with this.
I can do that.
I was gonna say, wasn't there only 2 mannequins? And then
Ready.
it was a splicer. Yep.
Child star. Child star. I'm just a star.
There. It's trouble.
Let's go up there and
On
let's
your
check it out.
This isn't a restaurant.
You're right. This isn't my restaurant.
This madness.
You shoot me. Oh. Uh-oh.
Got medicine.
We almost died there. Oh, no.
Get up. Get.
Come on, game. Game, I was taking health.
Thanks.
You want to thank me? Next time, try ducking.
Game, I was taking... Come on, game. I was taking health that moment. So does that mean that everything's locked again? No, okay. Man, that was unfortunate. Elizabeth had health for me. I hit it, and in the process, still died. Rude.
That ain't the answer. I am selling a man the right to feel like a man.
Alright, we're out for revenge now. Alright. That was like... I would say that that counts as maybe the second time I've died throughout this entire playthrough. Like, not only the DLCs, but the main story. Try not to die too often. Housewares, that's where we're trying to go. We're trying to take a tram to the housewares. That's where the girl is supposedly at. But we'll see. I was here. I was here, Mary? I don't know what that says. What does that say? Is that an M? Is that a K? What is this? I was here, blank, don't forget. Okay. Well, we found the shoe store where the guy was talking about the code. Let's finish looking around here. Bloody shoes, anyone? Okay. Just double checking. Making sure there's nothing up there. Okay. What was the code again? 0928. 0928. Okay, bad thing is there's a turret in here. And we currently don't have shock jockey. I guess that guy turned into a splicer? Unless we find a body.
Catch yourself up.
Yeah.
Catch.
Another lockpick. Awesome. New pants. Quick-handed. Decreased weapon reload times by 30%. No, I kind of like the plasmid kills. Gives us some Eve. I like that instead. We'll take that though. We won't use it. Shield so small. That's the next thing we need to upgrade. We probably need to put at least maybe the next 2 infusions we find into it, and then we can work on like plasmids or Eve or whatever. If you're wondering why I'm calling Salt, Eve, and Vigor's plasmids, it's because in Bioshock 1 that's what they're called, and that's kind of the system you're using. Because at Infinite it's called Salt, and then they're called Vigors. But since we're in the setting of Bioshock 1, they decided to call it Plasmids and Eve again. But I mean, these two right here are Vigors, so I don't know why they call them plasmas. I'm kind of disappointed that that's what they're referring to them as, but I don't know. I don't know why they just didn't change the icons of that or whatever.
Heartless. That's what this town is. All my audio diaries begging for rescue came back unread, marked return to sender, insufficient postage.
I don't really know what was he saying in that? That was really short. That's what this town is. All my audio diaries begging for rescue came back unread, unmarked, return to sender. Oh, so nobody came and helped him out is what he's saying. I never noticed that lockpick there. We need to make sure that we take cover as well, because we were out in the open when we died there. Oh my god. Alright. Use some plasmids here.
I made you a son.
Okay, that went better. They do it. Alright. I didn't realize these department areas were gonna be kinda lengthy. Oh wow. Ooh, 35 Tommy gun ammo. Don't mind if I do. Thermos and Eve, that's pretty good. Alright, so we were just in the shoes area. Let's go and go down this way. Oh yeah, this isn't creepy at all. Yeah. Jeez. Fontaine Futuristics. What is that? Bunny, coffee, health. Okay. Checkout. So we're almost done looking in the Ladieswear portion of this store. Then we have to go back out and then ride the rails so we can get up to the third section where there should be the winter plasmid thing there. That'll be good. Okay, so we found 2 audio logs here. Don't think there's anything else. Let's go ahead and go downstairs and get out of here. We checked the jewelry already, I think. Good, give me all that ammo. Yeah, I already checked jewelry already. Almost didn't loot that. Okay. Alright, this section is done. Go ahead and get out of here. So now we have to ride the rails. Let's go ahead and do that. Under the sea. Say his name 4 times. What? Ooh. Let's get behind some cover here. Hang on. Wait for our shield to replenish. There we go. That's how you do it. So that's where we need to go. Rapture on ice. Fontaine Plasmids. Let's check over here. Ooh, we could probably buy some ammo and stuff. That might be kind of good.
Welcome to the Circus of Value.
Ooh, yeah, I think we should kind of buy some of those. Yeah, there we go. Alright.
No refund, no return.
We probably don't want to buy any of this stuff yet. We still need to find Shock Jockey and the Bucking Bronco and, of course, Winter. I don't know why they're showing those in the game right now unless you buy it and then maybe you can use the plasmid, but I don't think that's how it works. Circus of Values. Yep, there it is. Circus of Value. I kind of prefer Circus of Value instead of the armory thing, but yeah, he does have some pretty good lines, like
Looks like the plasmid department is back that way. I'm sure we'd find something useful there.
Can we get in there? Oh yeah, we can. Okay. Yeah, I think we should probably go there first before we go there. Go do this. Okay. I don't know if we'll be directed to go here. Probably not, but
Give me a second.
let's just go in here anyway. If we can get Shock Jockey and maybe the Bronco in here,
All yours.
I think that's probably worth it.
Mr. DeWitt, take a look.
What? What are we looking at? Safe there. There's broken plasmids everywhere. Ride the lightning. That's exactly what I said when we first got Shock Jockey. Give him hell, devil's kiss.
Let's keep everything in order, shall we?
What do you think? Can I one-shot this?
You should be ashamed.
Yeah, I can.
Hands are filthy.
Where's this guy running from?
I deserve.
How did I not hit you with a plasmid? Are we good? Okay, now we are. I like these little advertisements. These commercials. The Bucking Bronco. Hopefully that's in here. Alright, let's take a look around. There's something shiny over here? It's not. So there's no bucking bronco here, despite there being a projector that says bucking bronco. Yeah. Are those whales sounds out here? Bucking bronco. That was a good song. Weister's got all the shock jockeying. Looks like they did. There's bottles everywhere. There's got to be one bottle that's here. Bucking bronco. Do you have a favorite Vigor? Ooh. Okay, we might grab that on the way out. Might grab that on the way out. Let's not do that in case there's something in here that we need to unlock. Oh my god, there it is in all its glory. Shock jockey. Alright. Let's go ahead and grab it. Shock jockey. Like Mattis scientist said, let's ride the lightning. Oh, I thought he was gonna drink it. Oh, come on. He didn't even drink it. Come on, man. I was hoping to see that animation again. Well, there you go. Well, at least we got another plasmid now. Take a look over here. I wish there would have been like a audio log in here talking about maybe a little bit of the shock jockey, but I guess not. Alright, cool. Well, we still have to find Bucking Bronco at some point.
All of Fontaine's followers in a department store.
He needed somewhere to put Fontaine's buttonman. Why not shut down the competition in the bargain?
But I thought Andrew Ryan was all about free markets and open competition.
All those ideas lose their luster when the quarterly earnings come in and you find the other guys eating your lunch. Either way, Fontaine's dead.
Oh, really? Alright, I guess we'll unlock this. This probably has money in there. And surely we're gonna have to use this new shock jockey on something.
Elizabeth?
Sure thing.
So are we gonna go back down a floor and try and shock jockey that elevator? That's a good point, yeah. I forgot about that. Thanks for the reminder. Oh, yes! Get the shields.
Nice.
Doesn't go up that much, but, you know, it goes up some. Okay. Yeah. We gotta go down there and check out that elevator. It's probably just to ride up and down instead of using the rails, but yeah, we can definitely go do that. We actually could do that on the way back, or we could just go do it now. I don't think it really matters, but you never know. Because we're gonna have to, once we get the winter plasmid, we're gonna have to go and go back down anyway to the tram. So we're gonna have to do that. Oh wow, okay. Hi, friends.
Got company.
I mean, how are you still riding when you were getting shot? Shouldn't you have like fallen off? I don't know. It seems like that's what should have happened.